Imagine it is the middle of the night. Suddenly, your phone starts ringing. You open the screen and realize someone has leaked all of your private messages to everyone. Your friends saw them, your family saw them, maybe even the people you hate the most saw them. And within seconds, something strange happens inside your body. Your heart races, your throat tightens, your face burns, and your mind repeats only one sentence: I wish I could disappear. But why? Why are humans sometimes less afraid of death than of humiliation? What is shame, and why does the human brain experience certain truths being exposed as if it were a life threatening danger? Psychology says shame is not just an emotion, it is a survival system. Thousands of years ago, if your tribe rejected you, your chances of survival were almost zero. So the human brain learned to connect being accepted with staying alive. Research from the University of California, Berkeley, and the studies of Bernie Brown suggest that shame is born from the fear of our flaws being seen, not just the fear of making mistakes, but the fear that once people see who we truly are, they may no longer laugh at us. And this is exactly where shame separates itself from guilt. Guilt says, I did something bad, but shame quietly whispers, you are something bad. Imagine a child in a classroom giving the wrong answer while everyone laughs. For others, it may last only a few seconds, but for the child, the moment becomes a permanent warning signal. Years later, the same child may still fear speaking in public, not because they have nothing to say, but because deep down they still believe that if they truly reveal themselves, they will be humiliated. And perhaps even stranger, many human behaviors may not come from confidence at all, but from hidden shame. Some people joke constantly so their vulnerability stays invisible. Some become cold and arrogant so they won't appear weak. Some spend their entire lives chasing money, fame, or success, simply to silence an inner voice that keeps whispering, you are not enough. Philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche believed society often uses shame as a form of control. Society decides what we should feel ashamed of: failure, poverty, our bodies, crying, fear, or even being different. And slowly humans learn to censor themselves, to perform, to wear masks. Maybe that's why some people live for years without anyone ever truly knowing who they are. But the darkest part of all this is that research has shown chronic shame can trap the brain in cycles of anxiety, depression, and even violence. Because a human being who feels worthless deep inside will either destroy themselves or turn against the world around them. And yet, the cure for shame may be stranger than shame itself. Psychologist says shame grown in silence, but weakness in empty. The moment a person can reveal their truth without fear and still be accepted, part of shame's chain begin to break. Maybe humans are not terrified of being imperfect. Maybe they are terrified that if they are truly seen, they will no longer be lovable. And perhaps that is why all of us, somewhere in the darkness of our minds, keep a hidden version of ourselves locked away. A version still waiting for someone to finally see it and not walk away. Thank you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay?